Hi, I'm Ty Matson, and this is my self-reflection for Human Resource Management 701, October 2025. This is my submission for Assessment 3. It is all my own work, unless I've otherwise referenced that. Over the last 7 weeks, I've explored how human resource management can evolve from a support function into a strategic driver for organisational success, beyond what I realised. At the start of this unit, I viewed HRM as primarily an administrative focus on recruitment, compliance, and basic performance reviews, and performance management of the individual, and that was pretty much it. I hadn't really connected that HRM is really linked to those broader strategic outcomes, and also hadn't really considered how its role across the full employee lifestyle cycle. So I think there's two things there. One is that employee from start to finish, and how we manage that person, then also how that then links into the wider strategic objectives of the organisation. In my case, it's a Shire of Leonora, so it's a local government. In Assessment 1, I analysed the Shire of Leonora, which is a remote local government in Western Australia. I learned that strategic HRM must align with those organisational goals. Performance management, leadership, capability and technology all emerge as critical enablers, especially in these remote settings that we have. And the shift from a reactive to a proactive HRM was a real key insight for me going forward. Assessment 2, I really enjoyed this assessment, particularly some of the readings that I did as a result of it. It really deepened my understanding of performance management and work-based culture, the two separate but linked, functions within HRM. I saw how that inconsistent reviews, an informal culture can really hinder that engagement and retention within the workforce, particularly the differences between the managers, which you're always going to have, but probably not to the same level as what we've got, and just how we have to structure that a bit more. So we really need to structure our onboarding, recognition programs and leadership development, and they really are essential. We also realised that integrating HRM functions, like linking performance to development and culture, creates a more cohesive and strategic workforce. So these insights have really already influenced my role as CEO. I've introduced structured onboarding and regular feedback sessions. Obviously, they're only very new, so we still need to make sure that I go through the change management process, and that's where we're at the moment. I've advocated and pushed amongst the leadership team for more consistency around performance and linking recognition, and really starting to align those team goals with our strategic objectives, and making the managers particularly understand just how that works. And then that'll then flow in through the organisation. I'm also using HRM data to inform decisions and to track engagement, particularly amongst the separate functions of the organisation. So looking ahead, I really see HRM as a key focus area, not just that support function. Culture and performance must be intentionally nurtured, and I really aim to champion those SHRM principles in future in this role amongst that leadership team. And I'll continue to learn from the organisation through feedback and evidence-based practice. Really looking forward to implementing the about eight or nine key recommendations particularly from report 2, and that's where I'm at the moment. So I really thank you for the unit, and thank you.